Pancho, Panchito, tú eres mi amorcito, ay Pancho, Panchito, tú eres mi amorcito, ay Pancho, ay Pancho.
Warning, the following videos aren't intended to hurt and or bully anyone. It's solely my job in salvation to report on what's going on with the YouTube community and give my opinion because my opinion matters. Sorry about that. VINNY&KIM Junior discretion is advised.
So basically, all of this started because I was on live and I had requested Joanna to come onto my live to join me. And she did join just shortly after. And I was happy, I was excited. And then just moments later, Fabiana joined my live and she was like, hey friend, like you should come with us to Colorado. And I didn't notice her at first because I was, talking with Joanna. But then I saw her comment, I followed her, she had followed me. So I messaged Fabiana, like, hey amiga, what's going on? What's the plan? She tells me that they're gonna all hang out for the weekend and that they have some stuff planned out. She gives me her number, I text her, and I text her, she sends me screenshots of like what they're gonna do. And yeah, I tell my mans like, that there's this, I'm being invited by an influencer, I'm gonna hang out with these other influencers. And my man was just like, go babe, like, because I didn't have anything, I didn't have a lot of money, and he's like, babe, I'll support you, like, I'll support you, babe, like go, this is an opportunity, like, you to do content and, make friends, and so I booked my flight. And I'm gonna turn off my comments, I'm sorry you guys, I just have to. I don't know how you turn off your comments, does anyone know? So I booked my flight and I was supposed to land on Thursday, but I missed it. But I missed my flight. And I know that should have been a sign, that should have been the first sign. Like, I should have been like, you know what, let me just go home. I'm just, And I did go with money. My man sent me money. He's like, don't worry. Because she was like, don't worry about like where you're gonna stay. You get to stay in the Airbnb with us. Just get your flight. And she even recommended me somewhere I can get a plane ticket for cheap, right? So I missed my flight on Thursday, and it was okay because maybe that just gave me some time to prepare. And then I land Friday. Joanna picks me up from the airport, and I'm excited. This feels good in the moment. And when I was in the car, I asked Joanna, like, hey, is this okay if like I vlog everything? And her boyfriend and her were like, yeah, it's okay, like that's why we're here, like, to have fun and to make content. And mind you, I would never lie, I would never make shit up. Everything that I'm telling you is what I experienced. I'm not here to make shit up, okay? I'm just letting you know that. So we go to the Airbnb, I drop off my stuff, and we meet, I changed because we're going to Waterworld. We get there and the vibes are cool. Everyone's chill. I'm like, hi, I'm Naomi. Everyone's cool, including Fabi. Everyone's cool. And I'm thinking, we're gonna have a good time. This is gonna be a good time. And we do, and because I wear wigs, I couldn't get on a lot of the rides that get you very wet, like, and neither couldn't Kimmy because she had just straightened her hair. So me and her had a bonding moment. We bonded, and I had asked her questions. I asked her, like, how did you start content creator? Like, how much money do you make? Like, I'm asking her questions, not in a way of like being weird about it. It was more of like I quit my job to be a content creator. I just want to know that this is worth it, like what I'm doing, as an inspiration, because I have girls that are in the fashion industry who are bigger names. I've been in influencer parties and they tell me things like, girl, like, this is what it's so worth it, like, do what you want to do, like, for them to be so weird about it, But in that moment, Kimmy was cool about it. She was like, yeah, like, me and Vinny, like, at first, like, that they just started popping off last year, all this stuff. Like, I wanted to educate myself, like to give me motivation, like I'm in the right path, like I'm gonna be okay. That's what it was. And I thought, like, I thought I was bonding with Kimmy. It was just me and her in the Long River, or whatever it's called, Lazy River. We were hanging out. I thought, like, and I had messaged my friends. I'm like, you know what? Kimmy's so sweet. One of my best friends is a big fan of her content. I was like, she's so sweet, like such a sweet girl, right? So we head back to the Airbnb after a long day, and they're like, let's get ready because we're gonna go to the bars. It's nothing crazy, everything chill. I shower, I get ready, we start pre-gaming, we start making videos. Mind you, I'm making videos with the girls because my supporters were so excited to know that I was in the same room as these people. Let me remind you, and I will continue to remind you throughout all of this, I am not here for the clout. I'm not here for the clout. It's how networking works, okay? I was excited. All of my supporters were like, oh my God, you're with Eve. People were so excited. So, I uploaded those 2 videos with Joanna, and because they're the ones that first were engaging with me the most. Wendy again acknowledged me, but Joanna and Eve were the ones that were engaging with me first. I was nothing but excited to be there. Like, I felt like I must, be worthy, like to trust me, to come to this Airbnb, like to meet these group of people that I just met. I'm not being dramatic. How would you feel if you got invited by a bunch of influencers? You come from a different state by yourself, and you get stranded in a hotel. And I'm not even done. So that first night that we all went out, we went on a bar. I met one of my supporters who I consider such a good friend. He came and he met up with us. And I'm so glad that he was there. He met up with us. We hung out. That first night that we went out, I was drunk. I was pretty drunk. Me and everyone, we all had a couple of drinks. So when we're out waiting for our Uber, Fabiana comes up to me and she's like, friend, don't be mad at me, but you can't stay with us at the Airbnb because of like these host issues that's going on, and like all of this, that like something, because the host was having issues and stuff like that. Do you think you can stay at your friend's house? Mind you, I'm drunk. I had just met Fabian, my friend. I had just met him, and I'm drunk, and I'm like, she's like, I don't know what to do. Like, I think she said like, we'll figure this out, well, whatever. We go back to the Airbnb. And I'm packing my stuff. I'm getting my things because I have no idea. Like, my friend has to celebrating his birthday with his family. He's not gonna be home. He can't stay. I can't stay. So they all agree to pitch in for my hotel, which I appreciated I appreciated that, because they could have just left me stranded. They all zelled me. They paid for my hotel. They sent me the link and everything because it was under my email and everything. And so Fabian takes me to the hotel just to find out that it was the wrong hotel address. So it took us a minute to figure out, I'm stranded. By the time that I figure out what hotel I was supposed to be in, I was so drunk I had not noticed that the check-in wasn't until 3 p.m. Mind you, it was 4 a.m. of the morning. I'm in a lobby, drunk as fuck. I told Fabian, just go home, I will figure this out. Fabian stayed with me as long as he could. And I stayed in that lobby, and she was keeping up with me. She was keeping up with me. She's like, what's going on? I have the messages, like, she was keeping up with me. I did tell her like everything's okay. I was able to check in. She's like, oh my God, what is a relief. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not here to pay nobody the bad guy here. I'm just saying for what had happened. Okay, that's it. So the lady, thank God the lady was so nice to be like, because when I wanted to book in easy, I was like, I'll even pay extra. I need to rest. I'm drunk. I'm like messed up. Like I'm literally knocking out at the lobby. she lets me in. She's like, you know what, like we have a room available, and they got me a room available. Then the next day, I had called Fabiana, she didn't pick up, and I was texting them, like, I had called Fabiana, she didn't answer. I have it right here. She didn't answer, so she was like, friend, I can't talk, I'm on the phone right now, what happened? And I said, are you guys doing something, or are you guys just staying in? As of right now, I don't know, everyone is still asleep, I'm the only one that's up. I'm gonna ask them when they wake up. It's 4 p.m. Mind you, when I messaged them, it was 11 of the morning. It's 4 p.m. and she texts me, hey girlie, what you doing? We've been dragging it today, but we going to the club at 10:30. You coming out? Well, yeah, I'm coming out. I'm here. What do you mean I'm coming out? What am I gonna do? I'm in a state that I'm not familiar with. So I'm over here thinking like, okay, they're probably not gonna do anything. And I had asked them like, are you guys gonna pregame? Like, are you guys gonna do something? Like, let me know. And she was like, I said, are you guys gonna pregame or go straight to the club? And she was like, we're gonna go straight to the club. So I'm just like, okay, like I'm just, in the meantime, I'm gonna get ready and all that stuff. And I go on my TikTok and they're making TikToks together. They're hanging out, they're all this. And of course, if they're all in the same room, you think they're not gonna pregame? You think they're not hanging out? I saw they were all hanging out, and I'm here sitting stranded in a hotel by myself. Not one single person, not Joanna, not Evelyn, were to text me, hey friend, we're all hanging out, or you know, just you know what, come to the Airbnb, we'll all go together. So being the person that I am, because I just cannot. No me puedo quedar con los brazos cruzados. Like I just cannot, you know, like when I feel something, I have to state it because it's called communication. So I messaged her and I said, I'm honestly going to say this because I feel like I need to. It's not coming from a bad place at all. I feel really left out. I'm here waiting for you guys to hit me up to know when I can get an Uber while you guys are making TikToks. I literally booked a flight to Colorado with the little money that I had in my bank so that I can meet you guys. I was so looking forward to making content with you. Not to be sitting in a hotel extremely left out. I could have gotten an Uber to your Airbnb and with no problem got an Uber to the club or with them and back to my hotel. Simple as that. So she responded and she was like, and I have the messages right here. I'm not bullshitting this. I'm not lying. I'm not making this up. And she was like, I'm so sorry that you feel that way. That was never the case. We're doing TikToks because it's obviously our full-time job. This trip was to surprise Eve for 900K. She really didn't have any clue you were tagging along. I had invited you because you were so genuine and I vibed with you, but everything went south so fast with the Airbnb host. We really want you to come out with us. I'm so sorry again. We will hit you up with the plans. We're just all over the place right now. We are trying so hard to make things right. Complete S. So I was just like, and I still try to be cool about it. I still try to be nice. I was like, friend, I definitely understand. I very much appreciate you for not leaving me stranded and giving me somewhere to stay. But I'm also trying to make this my career as well, even though I'm just getting started with doing content, and that is very much why I was so excited to tag along with you guys, because to me this is very much an opportunity to trust me, to invite me when I'm a complete stranger. All of you guys was very sweet of your part, but I also think there was a lack of communication. I would have appreciated if you would have had just included me, because I am all alone. I don't know anyone here. I would have been sorry, I think I skipped. Sorry. Tag along, because I am alone and I don't have anyone here with me to give me company in the meantime. I would have been on my way to the Airbnb so that we can all make it together, you know, right? So this is where she takes it like completely weird. Like she just gets so weird about it, and she's like, I invited you because I thought it was genuine, not because it was just for content. From what you're telling me, it looks like you only wanted to come for content, but I can see what you mean, lack of communication. We are down to go out, friend. I'm going to text you when I'm on the way. I'm sorry you feel that way. Most likely, get out the club at 11:30 and we can make content. We never made content. Nothing went through. Nothing went happen. But I did meet them at the club. And when I got to the club, I don't know, I had this feeling. When I got to the club, I was standing outside of the club for a minute because they were taking forever, like, to get there. They got there like maybe like 10 minutes, 15 minutes later than me. I don't even remember, but I was standing there for a minute. And I was like, where are you guys? Are you guys on your way? And this and that. When they get there, they're like, woo, like, you know, all happy, all cool, all right. But I'm already having a weird feeling. Like, something is just completely off. Like, I have a very strong intuition. I can read the room. I can read social cues. Something was just not right, like, in that moment. But hey, I still try to warm up. Eva and Joanna were still being sweet to me. There was, you know, Joanna was making sure I was included and all this stuff. But there was just this tension with Fabi. I just felt it. We didn't even last long in the club. We leave. We're leaving. I mean, Fabi, when we got there, Fabi was making sure I was taking shots. Like, you need a drink, friend. But just something. I don't know. It just something. I don't know. It was that. And then when we didn't stay there for too long. We had a good moment and everything. We took a couple of shots. I wasn't drunk. I didn't want to be drunk because in that moment I was just like, I don't know if it's a good idea for me to drink tonight. I just wasn't feeling it. I was feeling pretty, yes, I was, but I just wasn't feeling it that night. And how do you call it? So we're at the parking lot. We walked to the parking lot. I don't know whose truck it was. It was someone's truck. It was someone's truck that was there. And Kimmy and Vinny, Kevin and Evis got in the car. I'm sorry, it's just, this is a lot. My brain is just scattering all over the place. So before they got in the car, I had went up to Eve and I had told her like how I felt about Fabi. Like it all just went so fast, but I had told her like there was just a weird feeling. She was like, yeah, I know. She told me about it. I don't remember it. Take it with a grain of salt. Like I said, everything just went so fast. And so they get in the car. Kevin, Eve, and Kimmy and Vinny, they get in the car with her cousins, Eva's cousins. They get in the car, and she was like, they were on the phone, I think, with Mama Alicia, because they were thinking of maybe stopping at Eva's house to continue drinking, all that stuff. Eva had sent me money. If that was the case, like, I'll just, send you, because I didn't supposedly fit in the truck. I don't think I did. I remember one of her cousins was like offering me to sit in the front. I don't remember. But she was like, I'll send you money. She sent me money, and I told her, send me the address of your house, or like where you guys gonna go, because mind you, I'm in a hotel, like, by myself. Like I still had it in me to like maybe hang out a little longer. I didn't want to be in the hotel by myself. And thank God Eva's cousins were so nice and they offered me to ride with them. They were like, just, you want to come with us? Just come with us. We get in the car, we're driving back to their vehicles. And when we meet at it's like someone's house, or dropped it off at someone else's house, we finally get out of the car. They're talking about plans. They're talking about still meeting up with Eve. And I'm like, so wait, what? I thought, because Eve had sent me a text message. She had sent me that they were too drunk in LA again, and we can do some fun stuff. Don't ever change. You guys have the sweetest hearts. And I was completely wrong. Not a single response back. Nothing. You guys didn't check up on me the next day. And this is Fabi's response the night after. Hey, I just wanted to text you and tell you we were both drunk last night, so last night, so a lot of things came out wrong. The only one that came out wrong was you. You didn't even let me finish my sentence. You didn't even let me finish what I had to say. Still not appreciative how you said I'm not the only one making you feel wanted when I done everything to make you feel wanted. Then where was the invite? Hey girl, we don't know what we're gonna do, but just come over to Airbnb. Hey girl, you know what? After all, we're all gonna be kicking it at the Airbnb. Just make sure to like not get caught by the camera. None of it, not once. You decided to just leave me at the hotel and figure it out myself. And for Aileen, after the whole conversation, to come in and be like, you know, I saw how you came at her friend. I saw, and I have it. I know that you have a big following. I know that you have a lot of fans. I know that they're gonna take you back. I'm seeing your fans here putting cap. I know what I was signed up. Wendy even called me. Wendy called me on the phone. And she even told me like, just, you know, I'm not siding with Fabi, but I'm telling you right now, like, I don't know what happened. Wendy even called me. And she told me like, people are gonna hate. There's gonna be people who are gonna support you, and there's gonna be people who are gonna have to say things. Literally. And I knew that this was coming. I knew, dude, I was scared out of my damn mind after this whole term of events. I was just like, should I speak up? Should I just leave it? But then how you guys left me stranded that whole last day on Sunday, let me know, yeah, you guys don't care. You guys do not care. Huh? Well, like, I saw them on Saturday night. But you guys, and if it would have, shout out to Fabian, shout out to my friend Fabian for being there for me, for giving me company. Shout out to him, he took care of me. He made sure I wasn't alone and I didn't spend the day by myself. And for all of you guys expecting me to fucking cry and all this stuff on this live, I already cried. I already had an anxiety attack. I was stressed out of my mind. I barely ate. Hell yeah, this was a terrible experience. I did not see this coming. I did not see this coming. If I would have known, I would have stayed home. And for everyone saying that they unfollowed me, they didn't unfollow me. I blocked them and unblocked them, and I removed the videos, because after all of this, why would I still want the videos there if this is how it went down? To say that for Joanna and Evan to say, oh, we love you so much, honey, like we, you know, blah, 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 and then to not check up on me the next day after, hey, are you okay? Is everything fine? Or not even giving my message a heart, nothing. Literally just went about your day, all of you. Went out to have a drink, went out to go play volleyball, just literally. And imagine something would have happened to me. Imagine I would have gone out by myself and something would have happened to me. And for Aileen said that you felt like my responsibility. No, it wasn't that way. It was the fact that, yeah, you guys invited me. Fabi invited me to come over. I was by myself. I would never do this to anyone. I don't care how famous I am. I would never do this to anyone. To have someone to come over from a different state, then leave them in a hotel, and then have them, well, they'll figure it out, knowing that they don't know anyone else. You can still love your favorite influencer, but when it's time to take accountability, give them the accountability. You guys over here, all your fans putting caps on me, like making fun of me. But imagine if this was you and put in the same place. What would you do? Would you be happy about it? So glad that I got this recorded, because damn, like no one was gonna believe me. No one was gonna believe me. It was gonna be all of their words against mine.
I'm a bitch about it, but I wasn't. I was nice to you, and I'm really nice to you for so the fact that you're sitting here saying that you're not welcome by me, and you're sitting here that I made it, you know what? No, fuck that, hold on.
I said I'm not welcomed. I don't feel welcomed. I don't feel welcomed. No, I did not feel welcome. That night, I did not feel welcome. And she just kept repeating that and repeating. She was talking about that I got you tickets for Waterworld, and this is my $25 you got hooked up for being an influencer. You know what? I was ready to pay my own ticket. If they would have sent us $25, $50, I would have paid for it, because I did have money for the weekend. I would have paid for it. But you just kept repeating it. You didn't let me speak. You didn't let me speak. You didn't let, I was defenseless. You didn't, defenseless. And then she brings Kimmy into the conversation. Kimmy, is this you?
I don't know what's going on right now. But whatever you feel.
That's Joanna talking to me.
Like you're valid for that, you're valid for it.
If you feel like I'm valid for it, then you're valid. You're valid in the moment. You're validating my feelings, but right now you want to say you want to be on live and say you want to be on live and say that, like, to not believe me.
I'll help you with your life, girlfriend, like whatever it is.
And if you wanna go ahead and lie, that this is her. This is her. This isn't you, friend. This isn't you. This is her. That isn't you, friend.
I'll help you with your life, girlfriend, like whatever it is. Like you like I don't know. When she got in here, mind you, did we not pay for the hotel when she got here? That's not the point.
Yes, you paid for my hotel because you promised me somewhere to stay. You told me just worry about your flight. You paid for my hotel because Joanna and Evan got drunk. It was gonna and they were gonna stay there when they could have gone home. The guys weren't drunk. They could have drive the girls home. It was gonna be them over me. That's why you got me a hotel. That's exactly why you got me a hotel. You're acting like almighty and glory, like, oh, I got you a hotel. Yeah, you got me a hotel because originally you said I was gonna have somewhere to stay.
We're drunk as fuck right now. We're shotgunning electricity. Exactly. We're sitting here. You're sitting here. You didn't even say that.
We're drunk as fuck. Okay, remember that detail.
You're welcome. We paid for the hotel. Wait, hold on. First of all, speak to me. Fuck no.
I'm telling her, don't speak to me like that. Fuck no. I don't care how many followers you have. I don't care who you think you are. Do not speak to me like that. Don't speak to me this way. You're always talking about why people hate on you, why you have haters. You're a mean girl. That's who you really are behind closed doors. You are a mean girl. People see right through you, homegirl. That's what you are, a mean girl. And people see right through it. You didn't care to validate my feelings. You didn't care to be like, okay, let's talk about it. You got so defensive, big and bad, because you knew everyone was gonna take your side. What a nasty behavior of your part.
Don't speak to me that way, dude. I'm not coming. No, you're fucking psycho. The fact that you're sitting there saying to Joanna that we're not welcoming you, we paid for your hotel. We invited you.
Just repeating the same thing over and over again, but not asking why. Just repeating, like you're just repeating the same thing over and over again, but not asking why. Why did I make you feel left out?
Kimmy shouting.
And Kimmy kissing her ass right behind her.
Exactly. I'm just saying how I'm feeling, but there's no.
I'm saying how I'm feeling.
If you felt some type of way, you could have pulled me aside and said talking about me to Joanna, saying that you're not feeling welcome by me. I invited you here when I didn't even have to. I didn't even have to invite you here, and I did. Nobody knew you were coming but me. Nobody did. Not a single person knew who the fuck you were until I fucking invited you here.
Nobody knew who the fuck I was. Nobody knew who the fuck I was. Joanna knew who I was. Evelyn knew who I was. You knew who I was because you invited me. But no one knew in there who I was.
The reason why I asked is because I quit my job for this. I have been wanting to do something. That's the thing that we understand that, but I didn't know that. Okay, but it's not up to us whether you quit your job or not. Like, that's not up to us. We can't make you famous. We can't. No,
Thinking that I was here to make you famous? Girl, I was here as something as simple as hanging out with you guys, having a good time, posting little TikToks and vlogging it and calling it a day. Yes, I'm grateful that you included me.
That's not okay from us. Like, you don't come to somebody, ask them, say, Nick, oh, who are you, or who are you? Like, I did not ask, like, anything when I first met her. It was just because, like, she went to Houston. Hey, let's go.
That's it.
Right here.
That is not what I was trying to address. I know. The thing is that right now, I think we're all we drank too much. I think right now we need to go to sleep. And then our cousins, like, they're here, like, they're just like, we need to go home. Like for example, like, you guys were like, texted Evan, she's like, I think we're all gonna go home because they were like, oh, we're gonna go by my mom's house, her mom's house, and then they were like, oh, I think we're all just gonna go home. Hey, let me tell you right now.
Like, the girls were consoling me, were trying to make me feel like everything was okay, you know? And I'm thinking in that moment, like, okay, they do care about me, but it wasn't the case. And I hate that I'm saying this. I don't have nothing vicious, nothing disrespectful to say about these girls, because in the moment they were so sweet. I don't even want to still stand here. For all of you guys to saying that I'm here for the clout, like, I'm just addressing what happened, because some of my supporters were in the comments, in the videos, what happened to Naomi? I thought she was with you guys. Is she back in LA? And people calling me a cloud chaser, a D-writer, like all this stuff. You have no idea what I went through. This was such an awful weekend on my birthday week too. On top of that, like, I wish I would have not gone.
I'm like half black. I have black in my family. My sisters have black. My mom's side like is black, and then my grandma has black.
We don't really gotta go through the family.
Yeah, we don't have to go through the whole. I don't have to sit here and be like, oh yeah. I don't use that word in my vocabulary. I was so mad that it literally just came out, but that's not in my vocabulary. If you know me, you know me. If you don't, honestly, I don't have to explain myself much about it, because I know I didn't mean it in a racial term. I said it one time when I was mad. The reason I was mad, we're gonna start from like the very beginning. So if you guys are here, you guys are here. If you're not, you're gonna miss it, or you might just see it being clipped. So first time I knew about Naomi, Joanna was live with her, and it was like maybe 2 days before we went into Colorado, if I'm not wrong. Joanna was live with her, and then I saw how Joanna was vibing with her. So I was like, oh my gosh, she's like trying to be an influencer. Fuck it, like, let me invite her. So I went on her live. I know somebody has a recording of me saying, hey girlie, let's go to Colorado, because I think her birthday was coming up. She was like, I'm not doing anything for my birthday. I was like, hey, let's go celebrate your birthday in Colorado. So I invited her, and she didn't even know who I was. Mind you, I did not know who this girl was. I was being so genuine as a stranger, but you know, she was friends with Joanna. Evelyn knew who she was, so I was like, okay, like they knew who she was. But I was like, if you want to hang out with us, come on, like, I'll invite you out. So she ended up texting me. She was like, what's your number? I gave her my number, and then I said, hold on, I have the messages right here, y'all. Perfect, period. Like, I love that. Like, just keep me updated, and then tomorrow I'll talk to you. You know what I mean? So the day tomorrow comes, y'all. This is so ridiculous. The fact that I have to like do all this is like blowing my mind.
So like we could have just settled this outside of this.
Mind you, I did text her after everything, but she had me blocked.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is where the hotel's at. I texted her. I said, you okay? And I was like, I'm sorry, friend. We were going back and forth with the Airbnb people to let you come back right now, but they're being complicated for real. I'm sorry. I wish things were different. She said, it's okay, love. I know you meant well. They let me check in there. They let me check in earlier, love. That's what she said. I was like, yay, oh my God, I'm so happy. Such a relief. Have a good night and keep me updated, please.
She said, thank you so much for...
Oh, yeah, I said, thank you so much, Bobby, for giving me somewhere to stay. Mind you, she's texting me. She's not texting Joanna. She's not texting Evelyn. She's not texting Kim. Mind you, she sat there and said that Joanna's the only person she trusted when she was talking to her. I was like, so where was that energy at when you were confronting me about it and talking shit behind my back? I was the only person that was keeping you updated. I was the only person paying for stuff for you. And I didn't have to do that. I invited you, but I didn't have to take care of you. If you didn't have the money, then you shouldn't have gone.
Afterwards.
Yeah, everybody else was helping, but like for you to say here that I didn't make you feel welcome and I was the only one making sure you were okay, like, how does that make sense? So she called me at Saturday at like 1:01 p.m. I was like, friend, I can't talk on the phone right now. What happened? Because everybody was asleep at that time. I'm not going to be rude and be loud as hell on the phone. She's like, what are you guys doing, or are y'all staying in? I was like, as of right now, everyone is still asleep. I'm the only one up right now. I'm gonna ask them when they wake up. Nobody woke up till like 2:30 p.m., y'all. Everybody was hungover from the day before. Then, when she said that I texted her and I was never replying or whatever, like I didn't answer her phone call, I continuously texted her, y'all. Look how many times I texted her. And she did not one reply from her. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I ended up calling. I didn't even have to call her. That's a fact. I called her. I was like, hey, girlie, what are you doing? We've all been dragging today, but we're going to the club at like 10:30. You coming, right? And I was like, And that's when I called her and I was like, hey, like, what's going on? And she was just like, oh, sorry, I didn't see your message. And then around 9:32 p.m., I was like, Patty, are we going? And then she's like, send me the address because so many different came out. So I sent her the address and I was like, it's the one in Denver, right? She's like, is it this one? She's like, I'm such a dumbass. I didn't see the upper part of the photo, LOL. I was like, yes, that one. Are you guys gonna pregame at the Airbnb, or are you guys going straight to the club? We were going straight to the club, but if y'all know Mexicans make plans last minute, and that's what Evelyn's family did. It was we were there for maybe 20 minutes, y'all. We ate our tacos pregame, and then we left because we didn't want to leave her. I told her, I'll let you know when we're on the way so you can get there at the same time as us. And then I was like, she was like, hey love, can you check if there's a white strainer on there in the bathroom downstairs? I think I left it there, so I'll pick it up tomorrow. Just save it for me. I was like, yes, in the restroom. That's when she said, she's like, I'm honestly gonna say this because I just feel like I need to, and it's not coming from a bad place at all. I feel really left out. I'm here waiting for you guys to hit me up to know when I get an Uber while you guys are making TikToks. I literally booked a flight to Colorado with the little money that I had in my bank so that I can meet you guys. And I was so looking forward to making content with you guys, not to be sitting here in a hotel extremely left out. I could have gotten an Uber to your Airbnb and with problem get my own Uber to the club and back to the hotel. She never offered to get her own Uber. Let's just start there. Not one day did she pay for a single thing, y'all. Like, it's what literally blows my mind. She did not sit here and be like, hey, I'll go half with the hotel with you, when she sat there and said that she bought money to with her, you know what I mean? And if you guys know me, guys, I'm very upfront. I don't sugarcoat shit. I think probably that's why people think I'm a bitch, but I seriously do not.
She's just really she's real.
Yeah. So, and I don't mean it in a wrong way, but it's like, you're not gonna degrade my character about how I talk. You know what I mean? I literally sat there and said, I'm sorry you feel that way. That was never the case. We're doing TikToks because obviously it's our full-time job, which is true. I was like, this trip was a surprise Ev for her 900K. She really didn't have any clue you were tagging along. I had invited you because you were so genuine and I vibe with you, but everything went south so fast with the Airbnb host. We really want you to come out with us. I'm so sorry again. We will still hit you up with the plans. We're just all over the place right now. We're trying so hard to make things right, is what I said. She said, she said, friend, I definitely understand. I'm very much appreciate for you not leaving me stranded and giving me somewhere to stay. I could have left her stranded. I could have really been like, I don't give a fuck, but I didn't. I will never leave a girl in the middle of nowhere in a different state that she doesn't know anybody. I made sure that hotel was paid for. I made sure she got to the Uber. Her friend took her. I made sure she was able to check in and all that. She was like, oh, guys, I'm sorry. I'm a little dyslexic, so I'm trying to read as much as I could. Okay, so she's like, but I'm also trying to make this my career as well. That backtracks to how her boyfriend said, do whatever you have to do to be famous, right? We cannot make you famous overnight. We definitely can't. I was like, we don't have the motion that you think we have. We have worked our asses to get to where we're at, you know what I mean? She's like, I'm just getting started with doing content. That is very much why I was excited to tag along with you guys, because to me, this is very much an opportunity. An opportunity for her, not a way to get to know any of us. I can tell her right now.
She didn't even ask me what it was like.
Probably doesn't even know her last name, doesn't even know her birthday. She doesn't know where she's from. She didn't ask any of us that. It was more like, oh, let's vlog, let's make this TikTok, and that was it. So to trust me, to invite me when I'm a complete stranger to all of you was very sweet of your part. She didn't thank anybody but me, because again, I'm the only one that invited her. It's just it just blows my mind. She was like, but I also think it was lack of communication. I would have appreciated if you would have just included me, because I'm alone and I don't have anyone here with me to give me company in the meantime. I would have been on my way to the Airbnb so that, we can make together, I was like, I invited you because I thought this was genuine vibes, not because it was just for content. From what you're telling me, it looks like you only wanted to come for content, which is it not true? She literally just sat there and said, I thought this was an opportunity for me. Okay, so I was like, from what you're telling me, it looks like you only want to come for content, but I can see what you mean, lack of communication. I was understanding her part. There was lack of communication, but she just had a whole different mindset, y'all. If you guys really met her in person, you would not trust the whole.
But we were rushing the whole TikToks too,
mind you, this is 8 creators that have to make for separate pages.
We're trying to have fun, and then we're like, okay, well, let's get one.
We didn't go live not once there.
Mind you, she was live at the restaurant.
Yes, we were at the bar when we were buying her shots. She went live.
She was like, Evan, come here, you want it? She made sure they showed up in her
Nobody went live.
It was so weird. It was the first night too.
Yeah, so we were just like, okay,
we couldn't even be comfortable.
I was like, we can't even sit a whole conversation because she's going live right now. She didn't even let us know she was going live. None of that. You know what I mean? What if I was talking about something personal about myself and she was on live? I was like, we're down to go out, friend. I'm going to text you when we're on the way. I'm sorry you feel that way. Most likely we'll get to the club by 11:30 and we can make content tonight. She's like, not at all. I was definitely excited to meet all of you guys. Like, I was looking forward to it, but see things from my perspective as well. I was looking forward to collaborating with all of you, Fabi, but you also have to see things from my perspective. I'm alone here and I don't know anyone. Maybe things would be a little bit different if I had someone to be here with me. Then I wouldn't feel so much, but I'm here alone and in a different. Okay? But I want you to know that besides fun with you guys, I also want to look forward to collaborating with all of you. She was not having fun at all. She wasn't. I'm going to let you guys know right now, she wanted to just make content the whole freaking time. So she's like, one thing about me is I will never be that type of person. I want you to know that I really mean it. Yo no me cargo con malas intenciones. Esa no soy yo como persona. Okay.
Evelyn's YouTube, y'all, it was a couple, mind you, like couples.
And we could have just been like, nah, get out the YouTube.
Step in, but like,
and we let her
talk about because there was a couple's things.
Like, but we still let her in the YouTube video. You know what I mean? And I wish Eva's YouTube video was that she accidentally recorded in slow motion. She was on that YouTube video saying like,
talking so good about you.
She was like, Fabi's so genuine. I don't know why people hate her so much. She's such a nice girl. I was like, for her to sit here and say that, I was like, okay, like, whatever. So I was like, are you still down to go out with us though? After she said that, because obviously if somebody's telling me how they feel and they feel uncomfortable, or like, I'm gonna like double check to be like, you still want to go out with us though, right? She's like, yes, baby girl, I got really pretty and I'm already ready. I was like, okay, I'll text you. Get Uber. Did you get it? She's like, yes, I did. I was like, what's the ETA? She's like, it's barely picking me up. I was like, where you at? 10 minutes. I was like, okay. She's like, I'm here. I was like, almost there. 6 minutes here. She's like, I don't see you. And then I sent her the picture of like, she sent me a picture. She's like, where are you? I was like, outside. So this all happened, right? We get to the clubs. We're all late. Like we're on vacation, dude. Like you could have gone to the corner store and buy your own liquor and pregame, but you decided to wait. So we get to the club and we're all late. We're all having fun. You know, supporters are asking for pictures. So she's just waiting there like this, like with a mean mug in her face because people are asking for pictures. She's like, because nobody recognized her.
Mind you, y'all, like we all felt this vibe.
Yeah, we all felt the vibe.
It was weird.
So anyways, as we get to the club, not one shot did she buy. She was waiting for everybody. You know what she said? She's like, I don't need shots. Like my face never declines. Like there was no shot. Like I didn't offer her a shot because at that point I was just over it. Like the way she was talking, and I was like, you know what? You didn't offer me a shot at the other bar. Why should I offer you a shot? You know, it's always shot for shot. That's how we all do it. We all spend money individually, but we all did it together. And there was no way for her to be like, hey, friend, do you want a shot? She was just sitting there. You know what? Actually, Evelyn sent me a video. It was at the club having a good time. So I'm going to show it to you guys because...
Mind you, remember when she said that little kid at the water park?
Oh, yes. And then when we were at the water park, the lifeguard was talking to a kid and she was like, okay, staying here floating. She was like, yeah, sit down. To a little ass kid.
She was like 6.
And the little girl got so red and I told the little girl, no, it's okay, friend. Like, you know, just be safe. You have to stay here.
She was like looking around.
So like me, Kim, and Eileen just looked at each other. We're like, to a little kid. The little kid was probably like 8 or 9. Like the girl her face turned red. Like it was, I felt really bad for the little girl. Anyways, so this was us. Mind you, she said she didn't feel included, but I'm like, babes, is this not you in the back having a good time dancing with all of us? Having a good time. Like, let's be for real now. Like, mind you, she wasn't drinking because she didn't buy any shots. So whatever. We ended up leaving because Colorado closes the bars really early. So we left at like 1:30. I left with Joanna, Jesus, and Eileen. We got our own Uber. I don't know what was going on, but from what they were telling me, at that point, we just didn't feel the vibe. So Evelyn offered her $50 to get the Uber. She kept the money at first until I asked her for it. So when she showed up to the Airbnb, we're just looking, we're like, it was really a blank face because we just couldn't believe it at that point. It was me, Evan, Kim, we were shotgunning outside. It was like mid-shotgun, so obviously I'm gonna be like, she walked in outside the patio and she told Evan, shout out to your cousin because he brought me here. Okay, so at that point, it was like, I kid you not, literal crickets outside when she said that. So whatever, I guess she walked upstairs and we all walked up, she walked up there. She pulled Joanna into Kim's room. So I knocked on the door and I was like, guys, I'm gonna reenact all of this because she really got me like all types of way of fucked up. We walked in there and I was like, I knocked, I was like, hey, I walked in, I was like, hey friend, like what's wrong? She's crying. And she was talking to Joanna for maybe like 2 seconds until I walked in and I was like, hey friend, what's wrong? She's like, I just genuinely feel like you're the only person not making me feel wanted here. I was like, are you? At that point, I literally not snapped at her, but I snapped. I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I was like, I'm the only one who's been texting you. I'm the only one that invited you. So when I said nobody knows you, I meant Kim and Vinny didn't know you. Everybody else knew you, but I meant Kim and Vinny didn't even know you were coming. So that's why I was like, okay, like, I literally sat here. I've been paying. I don't take anything. Guys, if you guys know me, money is not, I don't give a fuck about money. Like, you can die today and have none of the money tomorrow. So when she's sitting here making it look like I'm throwing it in your face, I'm gonna throw it in your face if you're like talking shit about my character, you know what I mean? So I was like, I'm the only one that invited you. I'm the only one who's been checking up on you. I'm the only one that told everybody, let's get a hotel. Well, everybody agreed with the hotel. I never asked you to pay for the Uber. I never asked you to pay back for the water park, but you never offered anything. I was like, your friend went and we paid for his shit. Like, it doesn't make any sense. How am I the only one not making you feel wanted? So at this point, she's just sitting there like toda like la víctima, and I'm like, okay, well, like, you didn't want to say anything. But as soon as Vinny walked in, y'all, I don't know if she was trying to do her big one for Vinny, but as soon as Vinny walked in, she's like, sit right here. She's like, don't fucking talk to me like that. I don't know who the fuck you think you are. I was like, oh, fuck no. So if you know me, I don't take shit from anybody. I don't give a fuck who you are, but you're not gonna come to my face and expect for me like, oh, no, please, don't talk to me like that. Like, no, girl, like, I'm gonna dog you, like, get out of my face. So I walked away, and I was like, you know what, she's not worth it at all. So I go downstairs, and I tell Aileen everything. So as she's walking downstairs, all of a sudden, she's acting like the victim, like if I literally, like, hit her. Yeah, so she's, like, walking like this, like, limping, and I was like, why are you crying? She was like, I don't know why I'm here, and that's when I knew, like, then leave. Like, literally leave.
She didn't get the memo.
It's just for you to sit here and say I'm the only one that didn't make you feel wanted after I'm the only one who's been helping you with anything. So she told Joanna, she's like, you're the only person I can trust. Okay, so why didn't you text Joanna about everything? Why weren't you talking to Joanna about anything at all? You were texting me. You woke up in the morning, thought about me, and called me to make sure what the plans were. You didn't. Me, Joanna, and her have a group chat. She said, Fabi, when you get up, can you call me? Why didn't you call Joanna? If you trust her so much, why did you call me?
That girl was, y'all, like, she was definitely a liar.
Yes, like why are you you're calling me a mean girl, but I'm the only made you. I was like, I'm the only one that sat down, and I'm literally texting you, calling you, making sure you were good. I was like, we're adults, so like, let me talk to her and text her. So I texted her this. Y'all, she sent me the longest, you guys are not, bitch, I didn't even want to read it. She sent me the longest paragraph, y'all. Like, you guys are not gonna believe it at all. Hold on. Where are my messages? This is, right here. Okay. Hold on. Okay, so I was like, hey, just wanted to text you, tell you we were both drunk. She was drunk, so she was all cap. Cause I made sure she was pre-gaming her. She took like 6 shots back to back. With the pre-gaming, with the free bottle, right? I was like, just wanted to text you and tell you we were both drunk last night, so a lot of things we said came out wrong. Still not appreciative of how you said I'm the only one not making you feel wanted, when I've done everything to make you feel wanted. I invited you and I told you to come when I didn't even need to, which I didn't have to. So hopefully this could be put behind us. I'm guessing she's like, okay, I understand, for like, we can move on, still be friends, like yada yada yada, and not have any drama. Y'all, this message I'm about to show y'all not even gonna believe it. This girl took the time and day. This is how you know she was plotting to say what she had to say. After she sent me that long message, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna wait for her. They're not gonna believe me. You guys are not. Where is it? Is it this one? No, it's not this one. Is it this one? Yeah. Bro, right? This is where I texted her. This is a chat, like her text message, but it's like cut. You have to press it so it goes long. Just wait. Y'all. And I had just woken up. I hadn't even brushed my teeth yet. And I had to read this message. Fuck, should I read this whole thing?
Nah, but that's too much, bro.
Okay, I'm gonna just read it. She said, put this behind. Did she read this? Because I really want to know if she read this. I want to know if she like really sat here and told you guys what she said.
Mind you, it was like it wasn't just me and Fabi. Like, it was a group thing. Like, we all made sure that we're like,
if there's 8 people sitting here telling you about your vibe, and we're sitting here like, I'm not the problem. I was like, you're obviously coming here with the wrong mindset and intentions. You knew what you were plotting. As soon as you press record, you knew, oh shit.
Like the fact that it's kind of scary she came. Okay, look, she's a fucking stranger, bro. The fact that she's a stranger, she came to our Airbnb to record.
Yeah.
How it sounds
like she knew what she was doing.
She's giving super fan. It's giving super fan and just plotting like she's been our op the whole time since the start.
Yeah, she came in there and like she was recording Joanna. Joanna is like the sweetest person.
Literally.
She sat there and tried to record their conversation. And if you say you trust Joanna, you're the only person she can open up to. Why are you recording her? You know what I mean? I didn't come after you started talking to Joanna.
That shit is scary, y'all. Like,
so yeah, I do not take back the way I reacted to her because she came into my face. She approached me. I would never just sit here and hit somebody. Like, that girl came into my face, yelled at me, and I was like, are you serious? So I walked away. I went downstairs, and she came down like the victim, and that was literally it. So after that, she didn't reach out. She only reached out to John and Evelyn. She never responded to me. She had me blocked, so I left it at that. So that was it. So I really hope you guys like the tea.
So 2 hours into knowing this girl, we're at the water park. Sadly, I get left alone with her. Not even trying to be a mean girl, but her vibes were very off from the very beginning. She's cussing in front of little kids, saying where the bee's at in front of 8-year-olds, like getting little kids in trouble. She was cussing at the employee for wetting our hair. So she was gave me very bad vibes. As soon as I'm left alone with her, she didn't care about me. She was just kind of like fangirling over Eve and Fabi and Joanna. And then she was like, wait, what do you do? And I was like, she's like, do you work a 9 to 5? And I was like, oh no, I do content creating too. And she's like, but how much do you make a month? Do you make 6 figures? And then I was like, oh, okay. Anyway. And so then I already saw there was bad vibes from there. And I could tell she was recording the entire time we were with her. Like we did make content together, but we were also just hanging out with each other, you know? Next thing, she didn't have any money, which is nothing bad, but none of us knew that she was going to come with no money. Fabi did invite her to the Airbnb, but no one told us that we were going to be responsible for all of her expenses. She didn't have money. She told me that she didn't eat since the morning. I bought her ice cream at the park because I felt bad.
Hold on, I have a question though, because some people were saying, I don't know if Fabi mentioned it. So could she have stayed in the Airbnb if she paid the fee, or there is no way of her staying in the Airbnb?
Yeah, we were like, hey, like we each paid, but they're asking for an extra fee. If you can pay that, you can 100% stay here, because it was each night. It was going to be way more expensive than a hotel. And she's like, no, I'm sorry. Like, basically, she told us that she didn't come with any money. Well, she told me specifically that her boyfriend sent her there with like the little money that they had because he wanted her to get famous. And he was like that she better make the most out of it. Yeah. And then we were chill with her still. We went to the Airbnb. We filmed the YouTube video all together. Eva has the YouTube video. She was included. It was a couple's video, but she was still included. And then a random like guy pulls up, and apparently I thought it was her friend, so we're like all cool with him. But then we found out it's her supporters. So then we're just like, oh wait, what? Like, and she didn't even ask us or tell us that he was going to be coming over. Yeah. So we thought that was kind of weird too. And I guess we could just tell the vibes were not genuine at all with her. Like, yes, we were all making content, but we also first like made a connection with each other, you know?
Oh wait, I think your Wi-Fi is a little bit off. You have an Android by chance?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, no, it's because your bar was off.
No, just kidding. Okay, wait.
Go ahead.
So we felt I think she knew that we didn't feel the vibes from her, and then that's why we're like, hey, we're cutting the night. Let's just all go home. And we told her that. Eva paid for her Uber back home, and then she still showed up. She lied to one of the cousins and said they left me here stranded. I don't know what to do. She kept lying. We found out that she kept lying, like making up stories. And then she told her cousin, I don't know what to do. So she pulled up to the Airbnb, and she had an agenda since she got there. She was already recording from the beginning. And she knew that she was going to rattle some feathers.
Can I pause you real quick? So because she said when she got there at the Airbnb, that supposedly you guys were outside and you basically gave her like the look. Is that true?
We were literally, I was shotgunning a Twisted Tea thing in mouth. When I saw her there, she came out the door. I saw a light shine on her. It was like, ah. And I was like, oh my gosh. I thought I was seeing stars. Like, I was like, I don't know what's going on right now. And she was like, your cousin's a real one. I was genuinely like, if I did make a face, I was so shocked that she was there.
So it was like more like a bombastic side eye, like
yeah,
what the
like jaw on the floor. But I think she did it. I mean, she had an agenda when she pulled up. She knew what she had to say to like get some of us mad, and I guess that's what she got. She got what she wanted. I guess because she didn't get the content that she wanted there. She's like, I'm gonna get it one way or another. I'm gonna get my clout. So now she's here.
Damn. Okay. And then so you guys saw her go with Johanna, like in it was your room that she said.
Yeah, she did. She pulled her aside, and then Fabi pulled me in because that Naomi was saying out of pocket things, so that's when he came in.
Damn. Okay. And then what is I know you and your boyfriend are pretty close. What does your boyfriend think about the whole situation? Because we haven't really heard the guy's perspectives.
He's asleep right now. He's gonna get me in trouble when he finds out that I'm on your page. But okay, I'm done. Thank you guys. Bye.
Okay. Alrighty. Take care. Thank you so much. She's gonna get the chancla the next morning. I can assure you, if her boyfriend was up right now, or her husband, sorry, I don't know if it's boyfriend or husband, no disrespect, he would probably be like, don't get on his live. Please don't get on his live. I appreciate you. That shows a lot of character for you, you know, to come on here with me. You know what I'm saying? I really do appreciate you from the bottom of my heart. Vinny, if you do see this, please don't yell at her. She's just a dedicated chismosa.
So make sure to comment down below. What do you guys think of the whole situation? To me, I've never unlocked Kim, so that kind of shows that she's a good character. She doesn't really be in drama. And she revealed that the girl was just giving her weird vibes. Make sure to comment down below. What do you guys think?
So I have a question, because she did throw this out there. She said that the whole breakup was for views, or like, what was that about?
Well, the thing, I didn't want to talk about this, but the thing is that, like, we trusted her, we invited her to the Airbnb, and like whatever went on in the Airbnb, let's say me and Kevin were doing it in the couch, like she shouldn't be saying that on social media, you know, like that's just like something, I don't know, it's just weird for her to be like, oh, Kevin, like you shouldn't be sending a cap. Like, girl, come on now. Like, we trusted you. We literally, like, you were at the Airbnb with our trust, and like, I don't know, it was just kind of weird for her to lash out like that and like try to expose us. But like I said multiple times, the breakup is still real. No, but the breakup is still real. I see where Naomi was coming from, like us leaving her in the hotel room. But again, like Kim said, it was kind of weird, like her asking about the money she makes, and her, like, just her being weird about Kim's followers. And we all took that the wrong way. And I guess, like, yeah, I understand us leaving her at a hotel, like, alone was up, and we could have like communicated better, but as well she could have tried talking to us. Like, the only time she sent me a message was after everything happened. Mind you guys, I don't know if anybody mentioned this, but the night of Saturday, when the whole arguing with Fabi and Naomi, like my whole family was there. So that, like, that was just like a red flag, and I was like, oh, like this shouldn't be going on. So I literally like told Fabi, I was like, okay, like, leave it alone. I took Naomi outside, and we, like, I guess you guys can say mean girls, but me and Joanna, even Naomi said this, that me and Joanna were comforting her and, like, making her feel better. And we were telling her straight up, like, I'm sorry this had to go this way. Questions, comments?
And then you know how she, I don't know if you heard in her video how she said that as soon as she pulled up to, I think your guys' house or your family's house, that she got like mean mugged. Was that true, that you guys were kind of like side-eyeing her, like, why the fly you Dublin are you here?
Literally, me, Kim, and Fabi were just shotgunning. She came in and we looked at her, and I guess she took it the wrong way. But from that, like, moment, we were already like, we just got bad vibes. And like, she was texting Fabi, and I don't know how the text messages went, but she was just saying like, I wanted my content. And I honestly think she was hurt because that night we made content without her, and I think she wanted to be like involved in it. And I understand, like, she wanted her like content, and like she came for that reason. Well, I think she only came for that reason, and she like Kim said, she didn't get what she wanted, so she obviously was recording our conversations, and she knew how to get us mad, and she thought it was like weird of us to leave her at the hotel. And I apologized to her, and I wish we could have communicated better.
Did you find it weird that she was recording the whole conversation with Joanna?
Like, I think she was waiting for something to happen. Yeah, she was recording for 35 minutes. Like, if that's, and first of all, like, that's weird to be recording, like, without our consent. And I low-key think that's illegal in Colorado, but whatever.
So make sure to comment down below. What do you guys think of the whole situation? She did reveal that the breakup was actually legit. And she did mention that the girl was recording for 35 goddamn minutes. I said, fly in Dublin. 35 minutes is crazy.